Boom, 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 boom. Got yourself a 4-star. Sooners have landed a 4-star tight end out of the 2026 class, building up the future class as he's the second one to join pretty early, which hopefully leads to a third. So let's dive into the tight end that just committed to Oklahoma this weekend on the big visit that hopefully is a snowball effect into more people also committing this weekend. Let's dive into it. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. All right. As soon as we tight end, right? The position everybody's been asking questions about. The one everybody look concerned about. One's thinking, hey, man, Jay, when we going to do something about this tight end spot? Who we going to get our hands on? Well, I think getting ourselves a nice top 10 tight end, top 12 tight end in the country is probably a big move, right? So let's look at them. Let's look at those measurables. Let's talk about what Coach Joe John Finley is doing with this and what this means for the rest of the 26 class, since this is, I mean, we're pretty early, but we are officially in the point where you can heavily recruit those 26s. And I mean, this one shocked me. I wasn't prepared for it. Let's dive in. All right, here's your measurables. You got Ryder Mix. He's sitting here, 6'4", 220, 4-star consensus from On 3 Lone Star High School out of Frisco, Texas. Considered top 300 player in the nation right now. Remember, it's only 26 really starts recruiting next year. Well, this summer, my apologies. You start recruiting here in July, and you're going to start seeing those numbers really go up. And so he's a pretty tall dude. I mean, even seeing the picture here with him and Brent Venables, I'm like, okay, he's a little bit more giant than I thought he was, but picks Oklahoma over a lot of the competition. Ohio State was in the running for him. You had Oregon on the docket. And, I think that he's got something a little special for, especially for what Oklahoma's looking for. So let's look at this film, right? I was watching him, and there's something about why he picked Oklahoma, which is interesting. It sounds like we're going to start building ourselves a nice little pipeline out of Lone Star High. If you don't know, Lone Star is also where Marvin Mims came from. And, there's some folks there that are also pushing for it. But let's look at this film, man. So when I was watching them, it's like, all right, I heard wind. I've seen it on social media, people talking about it. Let me go ahead and check them out and see what we got. I think we might got us as a nice little special tight end here, right? He's got the size. He can catch. He also can block. I like how he can catch over the middle. He's got size. He's got enough speed to get past folks. So he's one of those, if you catch him in the open and throw it to him midfield, he catches it and he finds a seam, he's gone. You're not going to catch him. And he showed this numerous times in his highlights. It's okay, so and it's going through Texas competition. You're knocking dudes down and boom, 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 and you're gone, right? And I sense a lot of these defenders that were coming from him at their angles, they were underestimating his ability to outrun them. And he did it. He decided to go ahead and hit the seam. And he was gone. And he likes to block, so he's physical, which is always key. You want a tight end that can block, especially in the schemes that we're hoping that we see out of Seth Luttrell and Joe John Finley. You want to see us leverage tight end. That way can especially help us with the 25 class, because that's the one class that, everybody's been asking me, Jay, what we got tight end wise, what we doing, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully this leads to us getting more, or even opportunity getting somebody in 25, especially a local kid that all y'all want. I don't know. But I like what I see out of Ryder Mix. I like the physicality that he's showing. I like his soft hands. He's catching passes on the sideline and following. I mean, catching them over the middle. He's catching them on the side and running past people. I mean, that video of him catching it, borderline in the flats and then just booking it straight up the seam, I'm just like, okay, that's what you want. It's high school, but at the same time, if he can continue that, keep sizing up and maintain some speed, just keep the strength going, dog, he could be something. He could be something for real. And so right now, since his 4-star, I sense he'll probably keep moving up the charts. I mean, we're still early in 26s. He's the second commit that we have. Jonathan Haddon Jr., the running back, is the first one we had, and he was the biggest surprise because he came out of nowhere beginning, was that last year? You're like, who's this kid? Okay, we'll take him. But you're like 2 cycles away, bro. Now we got 2. And after this weekend in the camps, we're hoping that we get one more by the end of the summer. Your spearhead, your main guy, your cornerstone, your quarterback, and Jaden O'Neal. There's a good chance. It looks like it. I'm just going to say crystal ball's coming out for a reason. When I talk to him, I'm pretty excited about it. But anyway, that's Ryder Mix. Hop in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling. Let's talk about why I think this went down as possibly. So, I went to his socials. I need to figure out who he was anyway. And I saw one thing that popped up. And so then I ran over, Colin Kennedy over there at 247, dropped the article, had to go read CK's article, and it confirmed it for me. I saw Ryder retweet it, said congratulations to coach. And his coach, co-offensive coordinator, is Travis Wilson. Y'all know Travis. He played here at Oklahoma and won 2 Big 12 championships. He played about 4 years in the NFL. Yeah, that wide receiver. He is the co-offensive coordinator for Lone Star High. Pretty crazy, right? His head coach, Jeff Rayburn, also received his bachelor's from University of Oklahoma. Shout out to Colin Kennedy for that. Got his degree from Oklahoma before he began being a high school coach. So you got 2 dudes pushing him to keep the Sooner tradition going. And it feels like that's probably when he got here and he's just like, yeah, I like this atmosphere. I like what's going on here. I like what they're doing. Sign your boy up. And so we accepted that bad boy. And now, once again, Oklahoma's in the mix. We got our tight end. Remember, we had our 25 tight end pretty early too. Then he reclassified 24, right? Von Mitchell, he made his announcement. He's committed to Oklahoma over Miami. And then he reclassified at the exact same time. So he's like, okay, he got 25, but now he's 24. He got all his credits together and boom, he's on campus. He can graduate early. He's here right now. So tight end wise, now we need to see the leverage of them. And if we use them good in this season, there's a chance we could win somebody else in 25. But I think we're probably done with that. And I got an idea of who I would like to see at tight end anyway from the current class. Athlete that I think will be really good at it. But we'll talk about that another time. Hop in the comments. How y'all feeling about Ryder Mix? How you feeling about his connection to Oklahoma and him committing, right? Got 2 in the class for 2026. Now we need that 3rd. You made it this far, you like the content. Go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Love for y'all to join this family of fans. We're talking OU football, SEC and college football in general, and we're having a blast doing it, of course. So, all right, YouTube says check out one of these videos. We got some live coming in on Sunday. We'll talk more about Ryder and get you some live reactions from everybody else on the panel. And, let's get stoked. We'll talk soon. Peace.